Let me start by saying this. I almost didn't make this video, but not because I didn't have anything to say, because honestly, I probably have too much to say. But when you talk about your brokerage publicly, especially as someone who's actively building a business, you have to be intentional. Because the internet is full of two types of brokerage reviews. You have the people who make it seem like joining Real Brokerage will magically make your business transform overnight. And then you have the people who criticize it without even experiencing it. I want to do something different. I wanted to share my actual experience as an agent who made the move. Built inside the platform, used the tools, experienced the highs, the frustrations, and everything in between. So this is not a recruitment video. This is not me saying Real is perfect. This is simply my honest review after my first year with Real Broker. What surprised me, what I loved, what challenged me, and whether I would make the move again. Because when I was researching Real, that's what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for hype, I was looking for the truth. Before I talk about Real, I think it's important for me to give you context, because your experience at a brokerage is heavily influenced by where you are in your career and what you're trying to build. I've been in real estate for several years now, and I built my business in Atlanta working with buyers and sellers, relocation, new construction, and building a brand around real estate, education, and content. And before Real, I was with a traditional brokerage. And honestly, it wasn't bad. But I started realizing something. Not bad wasn't enough anymore, because my goals weren't just to sell houses. I was thinking bigger. I wanted to build a real estate company. I wanted better systems, better technology, and better opportunities for agents. And honestly, I wanted my brokerage to align more with where I wanted to take my business. The biggest thing for me was realizing that the traditional brokerage model hasn't really changed. Agents like myself are using modern technology to run our businesses, but many brokerages are still operating on systems and structures that were created decades ago. So I started asking myself, is my brokerage helping me build the business that I want? Or am I just staying because it's familiar? And that's when I started exploring other options. And that's when Real came on my radar. Now let's talk about the part everyone wants to know about. The money. Because at the end of the day, your brokerage relationship is a business decision. Real Broker starts with an 85-15 commission split. You keep 85%, Real keeps 15%. But the big difference is the cap. Once you hit your cap, you keep the rest of your commission for the rest of your anniversary year. And as an agent who's actively producing, that's very important, because every dollar you save on your split is another dollar you can reinvest into your business. Marketing, systems, lead generation, your team, and your future. And one thing I don't think enough agents are talking about is the stock component, because that is something that really interested me. Real is a publicly traded company, and Real agents have the opportunity to own a piece of the company through different milestones. And for me, this was a completely different way of thinking about compensation. At a traditional brokerage, once a transaction closes, that's usually where the relationship ends. You get paid, you move on. But Real introduced another layer: ownership. I was able to participate in stock opportunities through things like reaching certain production milestones, including after reaching my cap. Now let's be clear, stock is not guaranteed money. The value changes, and some days it looks amazing, and some days the market reminds you that investing involves risk. But I love the concept because it switched my mindset from how much commission am I making today to how am I building long-term wealth. And that aligns much better with how I think as an entrepreneur. Now let's talk about something that I think is really important. Real Broker is not for everybody. And I actually think that's a good thing, because the biggest misconception about a cloud-based brokerage is that everyone will love it. And that's not true. A cloud-based brokerage requires you to be more intentional. Nobody is walking in an office every day saying,
"Hey Angelo, did you make your calls today?"
Nobody is physically there forcing accountability. You have to be disciplined, self-disciplined. You have to build your own systems, and you have to take ownership of your business. And at this point in my career, I was ready to make that leap to a cloud-based brokerage model. That's exactly what attracted me to Real Broker, because I already think like an entrepreneur. I don't want someone managing me. I want tools that allow me to execute faster. And the technology that Real possesses is one of the big reasons why I jumped on board. Having everything connected: transactions, communications, agent resources, training, production tracking. The ecosystem is constantly improving. Is it perfect? No. There are things I would love to see improved, but compared to where I came from, the difference is significant. Now, here's what surprised me. There are 3 things that really stood out to me. I honestly expected a cloud-based brokerage to feel disconnected. I thought everybody's remote, everybody is competing. Does anybody actually collaborate? And what surprised me is how entrepreneurial the agents are. I met agents that weren't just focused on selling houses. They were building teams, building brands, creating content, thinking about investing, thinking about wealth. And that energy matched where I wanted to go. Now, this was probably the biggest adjustment. Real gives you opportunity, but opportunity doesn't equal results. You still have to execute, you still have to prospect, you still have to create relationships, you still have to build your business. A different brokerage won't fix a lack of action. The brokerage is the vehicle, you're still the driver. And this is probably what changed the most for me. Real helped me start looking at real estate differently. Not just how many homes can I sell, but how am I building an asset? How am I building relationships? How am I helping other agents? How am I creating multiple streams of income in this industry? And that shift has been valuable. So after a year, who do I think Real Broker is for? I think Real is a great fit for agents who want to operate like business owners, who want control over their income, value technology, want opportunities beyond just commission, are interested in building teams or communities, and think long term. But I think you may struggle if you need constant in-person accountability. You want someone to build your business for you, you aren't comfortable adapting, or you're looking for a brokerage name to help with your success. At the end of the day, your brokerage is not your business. You are your business. The brokerage should amplify what you're already willing to do. So 1 year later, would I make the move? Absolutely. For me, Real gave me a better financial model, better technology, and a better alignment of where I want to go. But I want to be crystal clear. This is not me saying every agent needs to join Real. The best brokerage is the one that fits your goals. If you're an agent watching this, don't just look at the commission split. Look at the entire picture. Look at how much you're keeping. What tools are you getting? What opportunities exist? Does this model support the future you're trying to build? Because as you all know, real estate is changing. The agents who win moving forward are not just salespeople. They're entrepreneurs, they're marketers, they're business owners. And that's what this channel is about. Helping agents think bigger, leverage technology, and build businesses that last. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Agent Insider. I'll be sharing a lot more videos about Real, AI tools for agents, systems, marketing, and everything I'm learning while building my real estate business. So until next time, I'll see you in the next one.